Hello my friend, this is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around I want to check out and share with you 3 new VST plugins and also share with you the paid plugin that it's in a huge promotion and deal. The first free plugin, it's by the company Voxengo. This is a very cool 3-band equalizer that adds coloration to the signal. The next one, it's an instrument by the company Purified that it's dedicated to the snare sound. You can get very cool snare sounds mixed ready pretty much. It's free for a limited time. The last free on this list, it's the new piano instrument by the company Sample Science, a very cool 1960s piano sound. And finally, I want to share with you the huge deal on this cool saturation plugin by the company Solid State Logic. Before we begin, I'd like to invite you to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can get some additional freebies. I have for you some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players about mixing with free plugins, about productivity in your home studio, and also about how to make more music in less time. Also, I have some tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, a drum sample pack for rock and metal sound, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog and this channel, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. So without further ado, let's get to the video. The first plugin we're checking out here, it's the new equalizer by Voxengo. This is a very simple 3 knobs 3 bands equalizer, just has low, mid and high band and an output gain. A special thing about this equalizer, it's that it introduces coloration and harmonic distortion. It also adds some very pleasant harmonics and like presence to any audio source. I have this EQ curve analyzer and we're gonna check out very simple here at the EQ curves. The high frequency curve, it works as a sort of like a tilt filter, and the opposite. And then the mid frequency works like this and like this. The curves are very musical. They sound very cool. The low band like this. Let's take a listen to this equalizer in some elements of this mix. The next plugin we are checking out, it's this cool new instrument called Liquid Death Snare by the company Purified. This is an instrument that it's focused on the snare sound. It has more than 500 samples of this snare that you see in the screen. Different microphone positions of the snare hits were recorded and were used to create this instrument that will give you a very finished mixed ready sound, especially for rock and metal sound. If you click here on this snare, you can hear the sounds. You have the snare tuning control, very important. You can put the snare in C low up to C high. This will give you a very fat sound of the snare, and this will give you a much higher pitch snare. You have a mixer here with 7 faders of the 7 microphones that you can blend and mix. You can mute and solo each one of the individual microphones. You can also route this to your DAW to process the different microphones in your DAW in your mixer. If you click on this one shot button, it will audition only one sample. If you disable it, you can audition other samples. Here you have the mapping section where you can assign to your MIDI keyboard the keys that will trigger the different notes. If you want the plugin to learn another key, click on learn and you press the key and it will change here. You can also change it manually. You have a master output volume control and you can also flip the polarity of the whole snare. You have some very cool presets to choose from here. This plugin is free for a limited time. I'm not sure till when, so go ahead and check it out. The way that I'm gonna use this plugin is, for instance, I have this drum sound using another drum plugin. All of the snare hits that were on this drum pattern, I opened up another MIDI item here and I put all of the snare hits are gonna be triggered by this plugin. I have all of the hits of the snare. I just need to select them and put them on the right position here on the keyboard, which I believe it's this. I need to drag the MIDI notes down here. So I'm gonna do that very quickly. You can have a very cool stereo sound of the snare. If you increase the far microphone and the overheads, you can have also a blend of the room sound where it was recorded. So very, very cool. Or you can have a close sound by decreasing the others. I'm gonna put this mix and let's change some of the presets that we have here. Finally, we have a new piano instrument by the company Sample Science. This is the 1960s piano. Beautiful sounding piano with some effects such as reverb. Also, you can change the depth, rate, the ADSR or attack, decay, sustain, and release of the notes. You have here the notes that you can trigger via MIDI. You have also a preamp and you can change different settings of the low frequency oscillation. You have also a cutoff frequency like a low pass filter, a panning control, and finally the output or the volume. Let's give it a try and take a listen. And finally, we have this paid plugin by the company Solid State Logic. This plugin was released some time ago now, but currently it has more than 90% off at Plugin Boutique. So I wanted to share this very affordable and great plugin by the company Solid State Logic. This is a saturation plugin that's based on the legendary console SSL 4000E, and it's very simple to use, although you might see some knobs that you don't understand. The main knob here in the center is the amount. 0 amount, it's no saturation, and you will start to increase the saturation and compression and also the harmonic distortion that the plugin adds based on the console. Here at the left, you have a couple of filters, high pass and low pass. You can engage them with this control. You have also sidechain external, and you can listen also to the sidechain with this. Here at the right, you have the mix control to blend the unprocessed and processed signal. The scoop and split controls, you can use them in creative ways. You're gonna introduce distortion in different ways by applying this couple of controls, and you have a very useful auto gain, which I think a lot of plugins should have this function, right? So very important to make judgment of the processing, right? You have very cool presets to choose from here. Let's test this plugin out.
Another day, another try to break away. Once I start to heal, it leads me to self-betray. Another day, another try to break away. Once I start to heal, it leads me to self-betray.
Please let me know down below in the comment section, my friends, what are your thoughts on these 4 plugins that I'm checking out here. Do you have a favorite? Are you looking forward to try one of these? Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you go, I'd like to invite you one last time to my website, amnorhunter.com, where I have some freebies for you, some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, a drum sample pack, and more utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog and this channel, which I'm updating weekly with tons of free content. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next one. All right, take care.